I recently asked my subscribers a question. What's the #1 challenge that's stopping you from investing in a few properties and living off the rental income for the rest of your life? Frank from the West Midlands replied, I just can't settle on which is the best strategy for me. The more I learn about property investing and the more investors I speak to, the less clear I am on the best way forwards. Honestly, if you're just starting out, you need to get clarity on which is the best strategy for you. And so let's talk about this in this video. Hi, my name is Tony Law from Your First 4 Houses, and my channel is all about helping you replace a job-based income with just a handful of investment properties so that you can give up the day job if you wish and go and do something more interesting with your life. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of the free content that I give you each and every week. So this is a challenge that lots of newer property investors tend to have. You know, they kind of hear about all these different strategies and they're not sure in which way to go. There is a phrase for it. The shiny penny syndrome. You've probably heard of it before. A strategy is introduced to the new investor and they go, I love that. But then a new strategy pops up on their radar and they go, hang on a minute, no, I love that. And they tend to sort of, how can I put it, flip-flop between all these different strategies. And that's not healthy. What that does is it stalls you in your tracks. It stops you from taking any real action moving forwards. Now, I'm really clear when it comes to strategy. I think you need to determine which is the best strategy for you first, and we're going to come on to that. But once you've determined that strategy, you then need to consider where would that strategy work? Because it might not work, you know, immediately around where you live. So strategy first, and then where will that strategy actually work? So what kind of things actually affect your strategy choice? Well, obviously the big one is your investment goals. What do you actually want to achieve? This is a business that you're running here. So what are your investment goals? Your location will have a big impact. The available funds that you can bring to bear. Naturally, your mortgageability. What you really enjoy doing. Do you enjoy interacting with tenants? Or are you more comfortable sitting down and analytically working through a spreadsheet, or maybe a mix of both? What do you really enjoy doing? And perhaps surprisingly, I think your age has a big impact as well, because depending on where you are in life, that should have a big impact on your choice of strategy. Now, I would be delighted to, if you wanted to book a strategy coaching call with me, I offer these. They are chargeable, the link here or in the description box below, you might want to check that out, and I can maybe help you with your choices. But in my online property masterclass program, we go into strategies in a really big way. In fact, we've got an entire module called the Strategy Toolbox module. And in here, I have individual detailed lessons on BLAS, the payday strategy, sourcing, pulse investing, property options, added value, part now, HMOs, delayed completion, commercial to residential, freehold to leasehold, etc, etc, etc. And I have individual videos in detail on each individual strategy. Not to add to the shiny penny syndrome, but to hopefully give you clarity on the pros and cons of each individual strategy so that you can be clearer in your own mind as to which is the best strategy for you. Now, in truth, I think we should all be following a kind of 80-20 rule when it comes to strategy. I think you should have your core strategy where you're going to focus 80% of your energy, 80% of your effort. But I actually think you should have a secondary strategy where 20% of your energy goes. So I think that's good. You don't have to focus 100% on one thing. 80-20 is really good. Now, in my online property masterclass, again, I also offer a free strategy coaching call after that strategy toolbox module where we go into your strategy in great detail. And if you'd actually like to find out a little bit more about my online property masterclass program, perhaps I can be a little bit cheeky and suggest you have a click on this link up here, because here I go into exactly what's included in that program. Either way, get clarity on your strategy first of all. Once you've got clarity on that strategy, then consider the best location to put that strategy into play.